Staff Training, Building a Better Team. Hello, everyone. Welcome to my story about staff training. My name is James, and today I'm going to share with you an experience I had with a training program at my workplace. Staff training is all about helping people learn new skills, improve their work, and grow as a team. It's an important part of any job because it keeps everyone up to date and ready for challenges. This story is about a week-long training session I helped organize and attend at my company. It was full of lessons, teamwork, and a few surprises. I hope you enjoy listening to it. Let's get started. I work at Office Comfort Company, a company that makes office furniture like desks, chairs, and shelves. I'm a sales assistant, and my job is to take customer orders, answer questions, and help with sales reports. I've been there for about a year, and I like it. A few weeks ago, my manager, Ms. Carter, called me into her office. "James," she said, "we're getting a new computer system next month. It's going to change how we track orders and talk to customers. I need you to help set up a training program for the team." I was surprised. She usually asked more senior people for things like this. But I said yes because it sounded like a good challenge. The new system was called Office Flow. It was a software program that would replace our old way of doing things, which was mostly paper forms and a slow computer program. Ms. Carter said the company wanted everyone in sales and shipping, about 15 people, to learn how to use it. My task was to work with her to plan the training, schedule it, and make sure it went smoothly. She also said I'd be part of the training myself since I'd be using the system too. It was a big responsibility, but I was excited to try. The first thing I did was meet with Ms. Carter to plan. We sat in her office with a calendar and a notebook. "The training will be 5 days," she said. "Monday to Friday, 2 hours each day, from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. That way, people could still do their regular work in the afternoon." We decided to hold it in the meeting room because it had a big table, a projector, and enough chairs. Ms. Carter said she'd hire a trainer from the software company to teach us. My job was to let everyone know, book the room, and get supplies ready. I started by sending an email to the team. I opened my computer and typed, "Subject, Office Flow Training next week." The message said, "Hi everyone, we're having a training session for the new Office Flow system from Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. in the meeting room. Please let me know if you can't make it. Thanks, James." I sent it to the sales and shipping staff, 15 people total. A few replied right away, like Sarah from marketing, who said, "Sounds good, James." One person, Tom from shipping, said he'd miss Friday because of a doctor's appointment. I told Ms. Carter, and she said it was fine, he could catch up later. Next, I booked the meeting room. I checked the office calendar on my computer. It's a shared schedule we all use. The room was free that week, so I reserved it for 9 a.m. to 11 a.m., Monday through Friday. I added a note, "Office Flow Training, James." Then I gathered supplies. Ms. Carter said we'd need notebooks, pens, and a projector. I found a box of pens and paper in the supply closet and tested the projector in the meeting room. It worked fine, so everything was set. The trainer's name was Ms. Linda Hayes. She arrived on Friday before the training week to meet us. Ms. Carter and I sat with her in the meeting room. She was friendly and said, "I've taught Office Flow to lots of teams. It's easy once you get used to it." She showed us a quick demo on her laptop, how to log in, enter orders, and check customer details. I took notes because I'd need to help others during the sessions. Ms. Carter asked her to focus on sales and shipping tasks since that's what we do. Linda agreed and said she'd bring handouts for everyone. Monday morning was the first day of training. I got to the office at 8 a.m. to set up. I put notebooks and pens on the table, turned on the projector, and made coffee in the break room. People started arriving at 8:45, Sarah, Tom, and the rest of the team. Ms. Carter came too, just to introduce things. At 9 a.m., Linda walked in with a big smile. "Good morning, everyone," she said. "I'm Linda, and I'm here to teach you Office Flow." Miss Carter added, "This system will make our work faster." "Thanks, James, for helping set this up." I felt proud when she said that. Linda started with the basics. She showed us how to log in. "Your username is your first name and last initial," she said. Mine was James W. The password was temporary, we'd change it later. She projected her screen so we could follow along. Some people, like Tom, had trouble logging in at first. I walked over and helped him type it correctly. After 15 minutes, everyone was in. Linda said, "Great job. Now let's look at the main screen." It had buttons for orders, customers, and reports. I wrote down the steps in my notebook. The next hour was about entering orders. Linda said, "This is the most important part for sales." She showed us how to type a customer's name, pick products, like office chair model, and add quantities. She gave us a practice task: pretend a customer wants 2 desks and 1 chair. I typed it on my laptop, and it worked. Sarah raised her hand and asked, "What if the customer changes their mind?" Linda showed us how to edit the order. It was simple, just click edit and update it. By 11 a.m., we'd all done a few practice orders. Linda said, "Good work. See you tomorrow." Tuesday was about customer details. I set up the room again, coffee, pens, everything ready. Linda started at 9 a.m. and said, "Today, we'll learn how to find and update customer information." She showed us a search bar where you type a name, like John Smith, and see their address, phone number, and past orders. We practiced adding a new customer. I typed Test Company, 123, Main Street, phone 555-1234. It saved in the system, and Linda said, "Perfect." Someone asked about deleting mistakes, and she showed us how to fix errors. The session ended at 11 a.m., and I felt like I was getting the hang of it. Wednesday focused on reports. Linda explained, "Reports show how much you've sold." She showed us how to pick a date, like last week, and see a list of orders. I tried it and saw a fake report from our practice data: 2 desks, $500 total. Tom said, "This is easier than the old way." We all laughed because the old system was slow and confusing. Linda gave us a task: make a report for yesterday. I did it in 5 minutes. By the end, everyone was more comfortable with Office Flow. Thursday was about shipping. Since Tom works in shipping, he paid extra attention. Linda said, "This part tracks orders after they're sent." She showed us how to mark an order as shipped and add a tracking number. I practiced with a fake order: 3 chairs to Test Company. Sarah asked, "What if the shipment is late?" Linda showed us how to add a note, like delayed by weather. It was useful because delays happen sometimes. We finished at 11 a.m., and Linda said, "You're doing great." Friday was the last day. I set up the room one more time. Linda started with a review. "Let's go over everything," she said. We logged in, entered an order, updated a customer, made a report, and marked something shipped. It took an hour, and everyone got it right. Then she said, "Now, a test, do it on your own." She gave us a pretend customer who wanted 5 desks and 2 shelves. I typed it all in, checked the details, and finished in 10 minutes. Tom was missing, but everyone else passed. Linda said, "Congratulations. You're ready to use Office Flow." After the session, Miss Carter came in. "Thank you, Linda, and thank you, James," she said. This training went smoothly. She gave us all certificates that said Office Flow training completed. I felt proud. I'd helped make it happen. Linda left, and we went back to our desks. That afternoon, I helped Sarah fix a small login problem. The training was already paying off. The next week, we started using Office Flow for real orders. It was faster than the old system, and customers liked how quickly we could check things. Miss Carter said sales went up 5% that month, partly because of the new tools. Training isn't just about learning, it's about making work better for everyone. That's my staff training story. I hope you enjoyed it. Training can be hard work, but it's worth it. Have you ever learned something new at your job? Thank you for listening, and see you next time.